Hey guys, and welcome. My name is Dan Sixsmith, and I'm host of the new podcast, Sales is King. And I thought I'd do my first LinkedIn video and take you through our first episode, a summary of our first episode, and one of my more recent LinkedIn blog posts. And it was really talking about this whole controversial subject of are B2B salespeople actually potentially becoming extinct? Has the buying process become so automated that we don't really need salespeople anymore? And really the whole premise of my podcast is all about that I completely and 100% do not believe this. And we call it Sales is King because I really still believe that sales still is king. And everything still revolves around and is very important to have salespeople and good salespeople. And so this latest article that I wrote, actually not the latest one, but a couple of articles ago, is that are B2B buyers really more empowered or are they more confused? An interesting piece of research came out by Corporate Executive Board that said buyers are actually somewhat confused. They have really a lot of information online because there's just a ton of things out there for them to look at, number one. Number two, they really don't have enough time to do all this research. So many of us are thinking that buyers are out there and that they are doing tons of research, and in some cases they are, but in others they just simply don't have the time to do it. The third thing, and one of the reasons that are affecting buyers, is that there are more choices than ever today, more selections than you could ever imagine. And more choices, as we've learned in neuroscience, leads to less decisions. More choices equal actually more no decisions. So there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot of confusion. Another interesting thing that I found in the article was that many buyers, even after making the decision, are second guessing themselves. So not only were they not necessarily sure that they made the right decision, but now they're saying to themselves, after they're pulling the trigger, God, did I really do the right thing? And then lastly, customer experience is really rising in importance. And to me, that's one of the key areas where sales can affect. So a couple of other reasons, and we started to talk about, well, why is sales still king? And for me, the number one reason is deals don't close themselves. Websites don't close deals. Social media posts don't close deals. Videos don't close deals. Some deals are, small, and some things can be automated, but by and large, enterprise B2B deals need salespeople and good salespeople to make that happen. Secondly, as far as this whole automation of the buying process, websites, to me, can't demonstrate confidence. Right? You could look at a website, you could look at a white paper, but listening to a salesperson who's confident in his company and his product is huge and critical today in putting the deal over the top. And I took a look at selling and I said to myself, what is selling today? And it's really a number of different things. It's consulting, right? It's understanding, the buyer's business, his challenges, his priorities, knowing his industry, knowing what's going on in his company, being in tune with him in that way is critical. It's also facilitating. So the salesperson is really the quarterback. He's driving the process. He's pulling in a subject matter expert. He's sending a white paper or a case study or a video. He's writing the proposal. He's putting everything together, and it's critical. The next part is trust. The salespeople is building trust with the client through these interactions, through his speech, through his meetings, through the type of content he delivers. And then lastly, value. What value is he delivering? So the salesperson needs to have the consulting, the facilitating, the trust and value. The last thing is this prescriptive selling today, where you're out there and you're trying to understand those buyer challenges, which are key. So prescriptive selling, that's easy for me to say, wins 62% of the deals according to CEB. And then lastly, and I think I might be running out of time, but relationships are still key. If you have good relationships, you can break through the noise. See you next time.